Hello everyone and welcome to Cibertips. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that most people use every day without even thinking twice. It's fast, it's convenient, and it fits right in your pocket. I'm talking about QR codes. They're everywhere on menus, posters, delivery boxes, payment systems, and even TV commercials. But what if I told you that behind that harmless-looking square lies a trap that hackers are using to steal your personal information, install malware on your phone, and hijack your digital life? What you're about to hear might change the way you see those tiny black and white codes forever. Before we dive deep into the dangers and the fascinating world behind QR code hacking, make sure to subscribe to Cibertips and hit the notification bell. If you're serious about protecting yourself in today's digital world, this is the place to be. Here, we break down complex cyber threats into stories you'll never forget. You point your phone's camera, scan the code, and instantly get redirected to a website, a form, a Wi-Fi network, or a payment link. That's the beauty and the danger. If your phone isn't properly secured, you might be downloading a malicious app or script without even realizing it. In seconds, that tiny scan could give a hacker full access to your device, including your photos, messages, emails, or even your bank accounts. Would you ever click on a suspicious link in an email from a stranger? Probably not. But a QR code? It feels safe. It feels physical, real, placed there by someone you trust. Then they generate a QR code from that URL just like any normal QR code. You scan the QR code on the table, and boom, you're redirected to a website that looks exactly like the cafes, but it's a clone. Maybe it asks you to log in with Google to continue. Maybe it says you need to verify your age by entering your birthday. Either way, that data gets harvested. They print it out and physically place it over a legitimate QR code in a public space. Instead, they were redirected to a fake login page for their university email accounts. Once credentials were stolen, attackers accessed internal systems and sensitive student data. Sometimes it's a sticker. Sometimes it's cleverly embedded in posters or signs. And that false sense of security is exactly what attackers exploit. Imagine getting an email from someone who looks like a client or partner, and it includes a QR code to access shared documents. You print it and scan it later with your phone, completely bypassing your desktop antivirus and email filters. That's a clever way attackers get around security. Unlike traditional phishing, which relies on emails or messages, this attack can be executed offline. A QR code could direct the phone to automatically download and install a malicious app in the background. Is it a sticker over something else? Is it in a place that makes sense? Use security software that can scan URLs and detect malware. Keep your OS and apps updated. Is it asking you for sensitive info like login credentials, credit card numbers, or personal data? That app could record your keystrokes, read your messages, listen to your microphone, or even track your GPS. So, while the code might be fine, what it links to might not be. That is why it is important to understand that QR codes themselves aren't the threat, it is what they lead to. They're associated with convenience, tech, and modernity. QR code attacks are effective not because they're sophisticated, but because they're simple. They exploit trust, speed, and ignorance. They're fast. Technology evolves, but so do the tactics of those who want to use it against you. That's why staying informed matters more than ever. You wouldn't click a random link in a message, so don't scan random QR codes without thinking. Trust me, they'll thank you later. Think. Ask yourself, where is this taking me? Who placed it here? Do I trust the source? They feel safe. Some security-focused apps will alert you if the URL is suspicious, shortened, or redirected. But that trust is exactly what makes them dangerous. We publish powerful stories that decode the dark side of the digital world so you can stay safe. That means it can happen anywhere on the street, at the gym, on the bus, or in your favorite restaurant. Give this video a like if you've ever scanned a QR code and didn't think twice about where it might lead. They don't have any way of showing you what's inside until you scan them. That makes them the perfect camouflage for hackers. Most phones don't show a preview, and even when they do, the links often look legit. Cafe menu services. Com might sound harmless, but it's owned by the hacker. Let's get started. QR stands for quick response. That's exactly what they were designed for, a fast, efficient way to access information without typing anything. Because here's the hard truth. QR codes are just carriers. The fake codes led drivers to phishing pages that looked like the city's official payment portal. Dozens of people entered their credit card information, believing they were paying for parking. Instead, they were handing their details directly to cybercriminals. Think about it. Cybercriminals use a tactic called phishing, short for QR phishing. They create malicious QR codes that, when scanned, lead you to fake websites that look legitimate but are designed to steal your information. For example, a QR code on a fake parking meter might take you to a fake payment portal where you enter your credit card info. Just like that, it's gone. And it gets worse. Some QR codes don't just redirect you, they trigger downloads. Let me tell you how hackers actually do it. They start by creating a malicious URL. This URL could host a fake login page, malware, or a tracker that collects information. You're at a coffee shop. You want to check the menu, and you'll never know, because most people don't check the URL before it opens. Code hacking is especially dangerous because it merges the digital and physical worlds. Let's talk about real-world cases. In one documented case, hackers placed malicious QR codes on parking meters across a major U.S. city. Another case involved QR codes on university bulletin boards. Students scanned them thinking they were accessing event information. These aren't science fiction stories. These are real attacks happening right now in places you probably walk by every day. But QR code attacks don't stop at phishing. Some QR codes are weaponized with malware. Android phones are especially vulnerable if users have enabled the option to install apps from unknown sources. There's another twist. QR codes used in email signatures or printed business cards. The truth is, we've been trained to trust QR codes. So, how do you protect yourself? First, treat every QR code like a potential link from a stranger because that's what it is. Second, use a secure QR scanner app that previews the link before opening it. Third, check the context. If the QR code is on a printed poster or flyer, make sure it hasn't been tampered with. Fourth, keep your phone's security settings tight. Disable automatic app installations. Fifth, never scan QR codes you receive from unknown senders via email, messaging apps, or social media, especially if they come with a sense of urgency or reward. Here is another layer. Even legitimate QR codes can be compromised if the back-end server is hacked. Cybercriminals are creative. As we build new tools for convenience, they find new ways to exploit them. At Cibertips, we believe that awareness is your first line of defense. So next time you see a QR code, pause, because in the world of cybersecurity, even something as small and silent as a black and white square can open the door to something much bigger. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who scans QR codes without thinking twice. And don't forget to subscribe to Cibertips and turn on the notification bell. Until next time, stay alert, stay smart, and stay safe.